AI has made it easy for a bunch of these channels to reshape old niches with some incredible storytelling. One such niche that's quietly going through this reawakening is animal storytelling. And one of the most trending channels in the niche is this one called TailRipple Media. They're simply using a ginger cat and its kitten to tell adorable, heartwarming stories that most viewers can relate with. But somehow, this strategy is working so well that they've already racked up close to 200,000 subscribers from posting just 96 videos. What's even more impressive is the amount of time it took for them to achieve this incredible result. As you can see from here, their first video was launched just 3 months ago. But within this short time, about 20 of their videos have already racked up more than 1 million views, with their most popular ones bringing in close to 7 million, and this one a massive 25 million. In fact, majority of their videos have racked up hundreds of thousands of views, with even their most recent video, which was launched less than 24 hours ago, already passing 340,000 views. But if you're thinking that they probably just got lucky, then check this other channel that's doing just as well. They've already racked up more than 280,000 subscribers in just 4 months of posting, with their videos doing equally well with some incredible views. In fact, I counted their highest performing videos as well, and about 35 of them have already passed the million views mark, with the rest sitting at hundreds of thousands of views. That's how viral this style of video is going right now. And the best part is that their videos are all long-form content, which means you don't need to worry about low RPMs. So if you're looking for a trending niche to get into, this might be the one you've been waiting for. To make sure you have everything you need for this niche, I'm going to carry you through the entire process, starting with creating the channel and making sure it's branded and SEO optimized, like the channels we're modeling. That includes coming up with channel names, creating the channel description, logo, and creating the necessary tags. From there, we'll look at how you can come up with some interesting stories for the videos, as well as turning the stories into images, using the necessary prompts. Before moving on to animate the images with an image to video generator. This kind of video doesn't require any voiceover, so we'll bring everything to a close with a short course on video editing. To simplify the entire process, I've put together a Google Doc file that contains all the necessary prompts for this niche. You can find the document on my Discord server. It's totally free to join, so simply click the link in the description to be taken to the Discord. Then go to this prompts channel and look for the name Adorable Cat Stories. The link should be right there on that card. Simply click it and you'll be taken to the document with all the prompts that you need. Speaking of things that you'll need, if you're interested in starting your YouTube automation journey, or you've already started, but you aren't making any real progress, then check out my private school community. Inside this community, you get access to a step-by-step course that will guide you every step of the way, from finding trending niches to the strategies that you can use to write engaging scripts and more. This course contains everything I've learned and experimented with that helped me grow as a faceless content creator. You also get early access to my list of trending niches, so you can start these niches before they become competitive. Additionally, you get access to weekly question and answer sessions, as well as live video editing, thumbnail design training, and more. And last but not least, I know it's not easy to do this business all alone, which is why you get full access to DM me with any issues you might have, as well as a community of like-minded creators. So if you're ready to take things seriously, the link will be the first one in the description. Before we get started, let's take a look at a short demo I put together using the exact same process we'll be going through. The first step is to create your channel and brand it. For the channel name, go to the Google Doc I mentioned and copy this channel name prompt. Then open your favorite text generator. In this case, I'm going to be using ChatGPT. Paste the copied prompt and hit enter. Wait a few seconds and you now have some name suggestions. These might be all right, but you can use any other names you have in mind. Once you have your channel name, it's time to create the description, so go back to the Google Doc and copy everything under the channel description prompt. Paste it inside your text generator and look for this one placeholder. Replace it with your chosen channel name and hit enter for the AI to create the full description. Go through to make sure it's all right with you or maybe add your touches. Next, it's time to create the logo, so copy the channel logo prompt and paste it inside your text generator. The prompt is created to generate 10 different styles of logo prompts for this niche. You don't need to make any changes here, but if you want additional options, go ahead and modify the number. Then hit enter and your image prompts should be ready. For the logo generation, the tool you choose depends on your preference, so feel free to go with any image generator that you prefer. Even ChatGPT should get the job done. But for this demonstration, Google's ImageFX works just fine, so let's go with that. Paste the first prompt and make sure the aspect ratio is set to square. Then hit this button for the logo to be generated. If you don't like the style of image that the AI created, copy the next prompt and keep trying till you find the one that you like. The prompt was created to generate different style logos, including 3D, emblem, and various other styles. So feel free to test as many out as you want. Once you've chosen your logo, you need to add tags to the channel. Copy the channel tags prompt and paste it inside your text generator. You don't need to make any changes, simply hit enter and your channel tags will be ready. Just like that, the channel branding is done. Now it's time to actually start creating content for the channel. The first step is to figure out the story for your video. This is where you get to go crazy with ideas. It could be something from your real-life experience, an emotional story from a movie you enjoyed, or something from your imagination. The more emotionally engaging the story is, the better. Then write down each story in a few paragraphs. It doesn't need to be anything long. What matters most is that the stories are relatable and, most of all, heartwarming. You want the content to appeal to your viewers' emotions. If you need a bit of help coming up with ideas as well, AI can help there. But keep in mind that AI isn't the best source of emotionally appealing stories, so only use it to come up with ideas. Open the Google Doc and look for this story prompt. Make sure it's copied and then open your favorite text generator. Paste the prompt inside the text area and specify the number of stories that you want the AI to generate for you. The prompt is created to generate stories that are about 250 words long, so make sure you don't give the AI an absurd number of stories to generate. The maximum most of these tools can generate at a go is 1,200, so it may not be able to generate all your stories if you specify something like 20. Go with anywhere from 2 to 7 stories at once, then ask for more if you need them. I'm going with a random number for this demonstration. Look through the stories and pick the ones that you like. As I said, AI isn't the best at such stories, so don't use it just like that. Modify some details to make the story more emotionally engaging. Once that's done, the next step is to create the clips for the story. But simply generating them from text won't work, as you end up losing consistency with your characters. So it's a lot easier to create the images for the story, and then use it to generate your videos. Before you jump into that, you need prompts that you can give to the AI. You can go to the story yourself and come up with some ideas, but I've simplified this part as well. So go back to the Google Doc and copy this next prompt. Paste it inside your text generator and remove this placeholder. Replace it with the number of image prompts that you want the AI to generate, and then scroll down to the bottom of the prompt for this second placeholder. Simply remove it, add your full story, and then hit enter. Now, if you take a closer look at the prompts that the AI has generated, you'll notice 3 sections for each prompt. The first part is the scene title, which simply shows the specific scene that the prompts represent. Then there's the image prompt, which you'll be using to generate the images for your story. And there's the video prompt, which can help guide the video generator. Let's start with the image prompt. You can use any text-to-image tool that you prefer. I recommend testing out a few till you find the one that fits the vibe that you want to go for. Again, I'm going to be using ImageFX for this demonstration. It's not the best when it comes to maintaining consistency, but that isn't much of an issue, so long as you specify the kind of animals you need. Let's generate some of the images. Paste the prompt and make any necessary changes. AI isn't perfect, so sometimes you need to tweak the prompts to get exactly what you want. As you can see from the prompt, it specifies the cat we need, which is a tiny ginger cat. Now, once you're done with the changes, choose the aspect ratio. In this case, landscape, since we're creating long-form content, and hit create. It doesn't take long, but take a look at these images. They look really good, so I'll quickly download the ones I need. Let's try this other image of the cat alone without the puppies or the ride-on car. As you can see, we didn't need to worry about keeping the cat consistent. So long as we specify a tiny ginger cat, the AI will give us exactly what we want most of the time. Let's generate a few more of these images. This one with the cat sitting at the entrance of the school is alright, but it needs to be facing the school. So I'll add that to the prompt and regenerate again. This is considerably better. To save time, I'm going to skip the rest of the images and move on to the next step, which is turning the images into video clips. You can use Minimax, VO3, or any other video generator that you prefer for this part, but I'll be using Kling AI for this demonstration. Their new version 2.5 Turbo works pretty well, so feel free to give that a try. Hit this button and create an account if you don't have one already. There's a lot going on here, but the only thing you need is the video feature. Make sure the version 2.5 Turbo is selected, and you're on the Image to Video tab as well. Now you need to add your first image by clicking here. Once the upload is complete, scroll down and you'll see this optional prompt column. We'll be adding that later, but for now, let's try generating the clip without including the prompt. One other thing you can do is to turn off the sound effects or leave it on. Ideally, it's better to leave it on, as it can give you some good sounds. The only issue I have with this feature is that it sometimes adds some kind of background music, which isn't necessary, especially for this niche. But the results can be really cool when it nails the sound effect perfectly. So it's up to you whether to leave it on or off. I'm going to turn it off for this particular clip and then add the sound effects during editing. Choose the duration of the animation as well. If you want longer clips, go with 10 seconds, but that will increase the amount of credits the generation is going to cost you. I'm leaving mine at 5 for this demonstration. Then hit generate and wait for Kling AI to create the clip. This one without the prompt has the cat walking, but the Audi isn't moving. So let's try again. This time with the prompt added, the result looks amazing and could actually pass for a professional animation. The puppies are happily laughing, and the cat looks sad after seeing the car. Let's try the other image of the cat walking alone. The video prompt that ChatGPT generated included a camera motion, so let's try that. The cat ended up moving quite slow, which could be a result of this particular camera prompt that the AI added. So I'm going to remove that camera and add one of the presets that Kling AI has included. Hit this button and hover over the available presets for a preview of the camera motion. This one seems alright for the scene, so let's check it out. Now this is considerably better. The cat moves at normal speed now, and the camera follows her movement. This looks good, so I'll go ahead and animate the other images. Once all the images have successfully been animated, it's time to put everything together to create the video. You can use any video editor for this kind of video, so feel free to go with Canva or even Premiere Pro. But CapCut works just fine, so let's use that. Make sure it's open and then import all your downloaded clips. Drag and drop your first clip inside the timeline and change the aspect ratio to 16:9 for long form. If you notice any black spaces around the clip, click on the edges and drag to expand till it fills the full aspect ratio. Bring in your other clips and keep arranging them. For clips that have some form of sound effect or background that you want to get rid of, right-click and extract audio. Then select the extracted audio and delete it. The feature seems to have been made a pro feature, so another way to accomplish this is to turn off the volume. Make sure it's at negative infinity. Now keep going till all your clips have been arranged. One thing you need to note is that the channels we're modeling combine multiple stories in one video, so you'll need to arrange all your stories one at a time. Once you're done arranging all the clips, it's time to add sound effects. Go to Audio, Sound Effects, and search for the ones that match the scene. For this particular one, a simple cat sound should work perfectly. You can also download a few of these sound effects from Pixabay so you have them in one place. For this part where the cat is walking, a simple footstep sound effect should work just fine. So drag and drop the one you want inside the timeline and then match the audio waves to points where the cat's foot touches the ground. Split them this way and arrange to sync with the cat's movement. Keep adding any necessary sound effects to your clips. For this one where the Audi is moving, I've downloaded this toy car passing sound effect from Pixabay. Don't forget to decrease the volume of the sound effects where necessary, or even decrease or increase the speed of the sound to sync with the animation. Once you're done with the sound effects, it's time to add the background music. The channels we're modeling use a specific background music from YouTube's audio library. So make sure you go there and search for the title, Rest Your Head, Ease Your Mind. Download and drop it inside the timeline. Then decrease the volume slightly so it's not too high. There's no voiceover, so the background volume should be loud, but not too irritatingly loud. Something like this should work just fine. Make sure your sound effects still remain audible, but not too much despite the background music. And trim the sound if it's too long. You'll have to duplicate it a few times for each story in your video. The last step before you export is to add a filter to give it that clear interface. Go to Filter and test out some of the available ones. This one seems alright, so I'll drag and drop it inside the timeline and then extend it to cover the entire duration of the video. Go through and make sure everything is exactly how you want it before you export it at your preferred resolution. Now, if you found this niche interesting, then you're probably going to love this World War II stories niche. That's trending right now. Anyway, thank you and see you in the next one.